Hello, Tribe. Welcome to One Tribe Radio with me, Tiger, and my wonderful co-host, Divine. Divine? Today?
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Everybody's starting out. I'm like, hi, everybody. Oh, gosh. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Saturday.
So this is where we will in future have a disclaimer, which we don't have yet, so just please be aware this is a disclaimer. You will encounter in this show chaos, as you've seen, noises of dogs in the background, crazy Vikings trying to take over the universe, and most likely cursing and other oddities, so please beware and enjoy. Our first guest today is Ed Privat from Paris. No, from France. He's in Toulouse right now. Where is he? Right, Toulouse, right?
Toulouse, correct.
Yeah, Toulouse. So let's bring the lad on and say hello.
Accents.
Hello.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
How are you guys?
Surviving.
Good. Sure.
Sounds like things we say in the midst of a pandemic, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh
probably.
my God.
So
I know.
you freshly moved into your place and are making a garden and everything like that. And tell us a little bit about. You just moved from what was it, last year, or the year before, from South Africa back to France, correct?
We moved on the 2nd October of 2019 to Toulouse, which is in the south of France. We lived for almost a year in a 20 square meter apartment, Airbnb. It was we lived the first confinement, the first lockdown in this little box with 3 children. It was kind of funny at first, but then it became very tiring very quickly. And we moved to this right in front of the Pyrenees, which is a big mountain. Yeah, just at the border of Spain. The Gers, which is very well known for is foie gras and things that Tiger would probably murder me for.
Absolutely.
But I'm not responsible for this culture and this tradition. Anyway, we moved into a farm that we haven't bought yet, but we met my wife. I should say my wife because it was not my initiative. She found a delightful English couple that had a house, but were not living in at all, and they were about to go back to Portugal, and they were like, "You guys want to live in the house? You looking for a place?" We're like, "Yes, yeah, of course." And we got the place, and they said, "Just move in. The house was waiting for you. The house is loving you. You don't need to pay deposit. You don't need to do anything. Just come in." And we moved in, and then they're like, "You guys want to buy the house?" And we don't have money for now. It's like, it's okay. We can wait a few years. So we working on buying this place one day. For now, it's just an idea. But everything that we said ourselves and we said we were doing, and we did it. So we will do it as well. It's just. And so it's since the 18th of July to 2020, we moved to this place, and now we've enjoyed the very beautiful winter. We have a warm fire in the fireplace as we speak, and just enjoying life, enjoying the countryside, living off the land a little bit as well. We had a lot of harvest of all sort of fruits during summertime, and now I'm preparing the land and a chicken coop for the beginning of spring, and getting my dogs hopefully as soon as possible. At the moment, it's kind of difficult with the borders.
Oh, yeah.
The borders just closed down today, actually. I think
Yours
in
did
France.
too. Ours did too, yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But again, just as my mom said in French, petit à petit, l'oiseau fait son nid, which is an expression in French which means little by little, the bird
Makes his nest. Makes his
yeah,
nest.
beautiful. That's it.
All right.
I forgot that you're very fluent in French. So. On peut continuer en français. We can carry on in French the whole conversation. I know you will understand everything.
I'm not sure our audience would love us for doing that. All right, so the first song that we have from you today is called Home,
Yeah.
which is probably good because, I mean, we just talked about your home, so let's play that one. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. One minute, we're having technical difficulties because Spotify just said. There we go.
We found our way home. We found our way home. I can't breathe my bones on frozen rivers. Ain't nothing but the cold out there. Why am we down on our knees, waiting for an answer? When there is nowhere else to go. We found our way home. We found our way home. Let this place be home, no matter where it is. The winter is here, and will last forever. I'd even thought the lives through the eyes of my king, and keep the fire burning, and keep the fire burning, and keep the fire burning. We found our way home. We found our way home.
Well, that was lovely.
Oh man, I love Ed.
Yeah, he has a beautiful voice.
Absolutely wonderful, the song. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it, Ed?
Well, the whole album actually was kind of a self-prophecy. I wrote all the songs before leaving, and I already had kind of an idea in mind of what I wanted to accomplish and what we wanted to do, and we were lucky to be able to do it, you know. So there's a metaphor in it, of course, about crossing frozen lands, and it kind of represents anyone's journey before finding themselves, I guess. If it's still a bit corny, of course, but that's what it is, you know. And I always had an idea of how to make this song, it was supposed to just be an acoustic song with just that arpeggio, dum ticka dum ticka ding. And when I started working on the production, it was kind of obvious that there was a house vibe to it, like there was an obvious. I liked as well the bass that I found. Oh, thanks for sharing my Spotify album. And Divine did a wonderful. I mean, I don't know if it's a conflict of interest that we
No, that's
can we
okay.
say. It's okay. All right. I asked kindly Divine if she wanted to master the album, and she accepted, and
Yeah,
that she did a
honored.
really wonderful job. When I'm listening to it right now, I can't believe I did it. I did it myself. It's something a few years ago that I would never expected to be able to do. Especially, I'm a little bit deaf from one ear, so mixing for me is a bit of a nightmare. And I was very ashamed of my skills. Not being able to produce something correctly or mix it correctly. I know for my next album, I will not mix it this time around because it was a lot of responsibility and a lot of pressure. And I think I will let someone like Divine, for example, do it because it's
You did
just
a great
easier.
job, though.
Oh, thanks. It's okay. It's okay. It's very bassy, I realize now hearing it, but it's something that I'm not ashamed of it because
Well,
I
I actually made it more bassy because remember the
yeah.
reference song you gave me?
Yeah, of
That
course.
was really bassy. So I'm like,
That's what I wanted. I wanted something very bassy. I wanted something so bassy that it almost saturates, and it kind of drown the whole overall, resonance of the music. But yeah, I'm very happy with the result. I'm very happy, and this is one of my favorite songs of the album. And it's great to finish the album with this one. It finishes with that. Just there's a sort of a going full circle. You know what I mean?
and Amy's your youngest daughter, right?
Emme is the
That's your
middle
older.
one.
Okay.
Is the and then there's my latest daughter, my latest invention. Her name is Misha, but we call her Refilwe, who is a Sutu name, and there will be a third album after that. I'm thinking of doing an album only in French this time around, and very commercial. I'm thinking of just doing something very commercial, so it can be. I'm not gonna shy, so it can be a bit more lucrative as well. I think there's a whole market to tap into in France. Unfortunately, people. I don't want to say it in a bad way, but maybe sometimes not very educated on chords that are a bit different, like jazzy chord, major seven, and all this that I like using all the time. So I'm gonna go with plain pop music for the next album, and just I don't want to say simplistic. It has a not a good tone to it, but just I want to get out of my comfort zone as well by doing something commercial, which is not something I'm used to at all.
Well, you could do something like a modern Charles Aznavour or something like that. Like
Yes, exactly. I want to tap into that, or Serge Gainsbourg as well. I was thinking
Oh
something
God,
like Serge
Gainsbourg is great.
Gainsbourg.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the thing is, there's a market for that. That there's a lot of like jazz revivals and
Yeah,
revivals in English, but not that much in French. So like you could definitely create a market for yourself there, and
yeah.
you have the perfect voice for it too. So
Totally.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think as well. I mean, pop music is not what pop music used to be 30 years ago, 40 years ago. It used to be jazz music was pop music. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Nowadays, pop music is dancehall. It's like,
Now it's like horrible. I don't know. Our pop
yeah,
music in Germany is like
yeah,
what's writing the top 10 is just like
yeah.
horrific, where you wonder, oh my gosh, who voted that in there?
I know, I know. But
Terrible.
I'm ready to compromise. I'm ready to sell out.
No,
That's
dude, you make sprinkle your egg flavor over it, and there's no sellout. And pop is just popular in music, something that's been caught and accepted by the masses. So I
yeah.
believe you can do it. I totally believe it.
All right. So
I'm going to give it a shot. Thanks. Let's get on.
our next song is
Yeah.
I wanna feel.
Yes.
You guys ready for that?
Yes.
La la
So we definitely feel that.
Yeah, really. Like he said, I had the pleasure mastering him. This was so 1 second. I'll just get him back. I just hit up Ethanol Addicts, by the way, to come to our show, and he just said he's releasing stuff in now or soon.
All right, brilliant.
Yeah, hit me up, Ethanol Addicts, please. Beautiful song.
Yeah, I love what you did. I'm thinking of
Love what you do.
making a. Oh, please, no! I love what you do. We carry on like this for an hour, you know.
Yeah, for real.
Guys, get a room. Get a room.
I'm thinking of making a music video for this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do probably something very simple because we're gonna be in lockdown, either in lockdown or like curfew. So I'm just gonna take my car and film myself in the car or something like this. I don't know, or maybe something in the nature because that's what the song is about. It's just about. It's a bit new agey. It's a bit hippie. It's a song about connection. You know, we all connected in the universe in the grand scheme of things. It's yeah, that's what the song is about. And funny story. I mean, I don't know if it's funny, but this song essentially exists thanks to the Steam/Hive community and the blockchain, because at the time where we were all very successful when it started, I remember I was looking for some content to post on Steam, and I kind of went through all my shit, and I found on a hard drive half of a song, which was I Want to Feel, and I kind of liked it, and I was like, oh man, this is such a pity, and I decided to write a second verse for it. It kind of finished the song, and and it ended up being one of my favorite songs of the album, and I kind of like the production I did with it as well. There's a bit of a the string doing just one note like this remind me of a bit of a Prince of Bel-Air.
Totally. Totally hear that too. Yeah.
And what am I say? And there's a solo at the end that is actually just a reversed guitar. There was something else at first. It used to be a piano, but it sounded very robotic. So I replaced it with a guitar solo that I've kind of played the chords reversed. So I started with the ending, the chords that are at the end, and then I reversed it. Yeah, exactly. So that's the story. Huh? So it got that vibe a little bit, you know, that old school vibe, and I like it very much.
You could always have animated elephants with trumpets run behind you in the video.
That would be fantastic. You know what? You know, I was actually laughing. I was actually kidding when I say that, and you did it. I can't believe you did it. So yeah, for those not aware, for the show, Tiger made a poster of me with an elephant playing the trumpet, because she asked me, "What do you want?" And she said, "I can add you with an elephant." I was like, "What?" And I was like, "How about the elephant play the trumpet?" And she fucking did it. She made an elephant playing the trumpet. So yeah.
So yeah, the audience that's watching actually sees it right now because it's
course.
it's in the image right now.
Oh,
all right.
Okay, cool.
So the next song that we're playing today is "Fallen Night." So you guys ready for that one?
Yep.
Here we go.
Everybody's going home, but you never stop and feel so hard. Getting harder with the flow, but it doesn't hurt cause you don't cry. Same story, different people. Better give up on these precious things. Eating you up and it got you. Same story, different people. Better get up and get your shit straight. It got you, it got you, it got you. And the night is falling going all around town. The rush is long time gone, but you don't mind getting drunk late in town. No one's give a fuck when you fall down. Same story, different people. Better give up on these special things. Easy you up and got you, ain't got you. Same story, different people. Better get off and get your shit straight. It got you, it got you, it got you. And the night is falling down on 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 you.
And there we go.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I would love to remix it. And to answer your question, Nicky, yes, the song I made and he's working on right now is a drum bass song for my son. The liquid drum bass song. Wait, let me get Ed back. Where is he? There he is. That's it.
There we
Big
are.
up, man.
I'm back. Thank you so
Lovely
much
to
for singing the song until the end. That's so nice of you. Thanks.
Oh.
Especially I like the end of it.
Was I supposed to cut it off?
No. No, I do sound sarcastic sometimes, but it's the French side of
I know. I'm just being silly.
yeah, unemotional. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks, Buffinger. Am I saying it right? I hope I'm
Yep.
saying it right.
Yes.
Stuffinger.
Yeah, I love this. I love this song. It's actually I shouldn't be saying it, but it's inspired by a song called "This Masquerade," which is a song played by I forget the guy. Let me check online. I think it's George Benson, and it starts with "Are we really beep when the slowness we play," and so it kind of do the same thing, like it's and the night is falling down on you, and I had this thing in my head, and the night is falling down on you, and I was like, okay, you know what, and it's about loneliness. Actually, it's a lot of people going out to clubs to search a mate, actually, to search a mating partner, I should say. and it's kind of true when you think about it. And there's a lot of loneliness actually, and us going out all the time. And I know, I mean, now I'm a dad. I've got 3 kids. I kind of, not that I
Beautiful
gave up
wife.
on, and I've got a beautiful wife, of course. Not that I gave up on life, but it's just I'm a different part of my life. And going to a party, you go with a different intention. But I remember 10 years ago, going to a party was just about finding, like
Like,
looking at the gift at
something
the
easier. Yeah. Oh, so funny.
but that's what it is, partying. I mean, it's really representative of what it is, partying. It's just getting fucked and not thinking too much of what's gonna happen tomorrow, and that's what the song is about. Yeah, that carpe diem mentality that we there was what was that thing, YOLO, that people were saying all the time a few years ago, like YOLO, yeah, YOLO. But at the same time, it's so destructive, and we tend to forget that, and we only see the repercussion of that later on in our lives. So I don't want to be judgmental, because we all did it as well. So
I didn't.
Oh
Just to
wow.
say, I didn't go to the club to hook up. Really, I mean, I think that's the wrong place to go and hook up.
And I never, you know what? Funny enough, I've never managed to find any
To hook
girl
up.
in a club.
So yeah,
Never
exactly.
in my entire life.
And I was really annoyed when people just like hit on me. Like, can I buy you a drink? I'm like, okay. So and I got the drink and I walked away and I was like, like, you just asked me if I can have a drink. So no, I just went there to DJ or to dance.
But yeah, the destructive mentality more than the hookup. It's really something. Sometimes we don't go with the best intention when we go out. We go with the intention of not killing ourselves. It's maybe a bit too extreme, but kind of like that. Kind of a, I'm talking for myself. I went on some binge for 3 days and not remembering and blacking out and blackout somewhere in an alley. I remember one day in a rave party in the south, we kind of dug ourselves a hole in the forest because we thought they were a helicopter. I think we were on mushroom or something. And I mean, it's a great story to tell. But
Yeah, sounds like it. Come on, spill it.
That's why we have our
But-
disclaimer. Just keep on talking.
Oh.
It's all good. No, we have a
So-
disclaimer. It's good. We said we warn people
Good.
that we is talking about things like this. So
cool.
this show is
That's raw.
full of full of adult content. Do not bring your 3-year-old, please. Okay. No, we're all good.
Were you really active in the electronic scene, going out and like drum and bass or house or something like that?
Yeah, like crazy.
Okay. I get
All
you.
the technival in France was huge a few years ago, and even in South Africa actually. The first few years, and then we had a first child, and we kind of like chilled a little bit. But before that, it was we were partying with my wife when she was not my wife yet. We were partying nonstop. It was. Oh, man, it was great for at the time, but come to think of it, it showed something else. For you, it's different, Divine, because of course you were performing there. But as an audience, there's a lot of people that just there's a culture of we spend most of how can I say, we spend most of the evening going back and forth in the toilet, if you see what I mean. Like there's and just taking drugs in the toilet, and you end up spending more time in the toilet than actually on the dance floor.
The good old days
what I
of
mean.
water
The good old
club.
days.
And now we're old, gray, and boring. But that is what it is. What it is. We have one more last song of yours that I would like to play, and it is "Be With You." And
Yes.
you ready?
Yes.
Then let's go. Here's "Be With You."
like you is hard to find. It's never too late to turn the tide. I'm tired of messing around. I just wanna be with you. 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 Oh, tell me, baby, that you feel the same. I'm tired of playing all these games. Our story will never get old. True love can die alone. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you.
Oops, I think I cut it off short. I apologize. What-
Well, you can always listen to it on Spotify. It's 10 Beautiful Songs by Ed Privat.
Absolutely.
Wait, let me get him back in.
Yes.
There he is.
How dare you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, with
Nah,
the,
there were a second left. Don't worry about that.
yeah, I think it was like one last boom, and
Yeah.
I cut the boom. I felt it coming, and I was like, oh no, it was too late. With the Spotify links, I don't have the bar that I have like with some of the other links where I know that the song ends, so I have to wait for it acoustically. That's why it's happening. And I'm old and I'm decrepit. So there's that. So
Yeah, just a quick announcement for anyone that want to collaborate, just hit me up on Discord. This is for me the year of the collaboration, so I'm down for anything, really. Like,
Awesome.
it's well,
well,
that's all.
yeah, we
But you're saying that Jeff is looking for somebody to sing to his jazz stuff. I mean, actually, Junk Feathers just took the challenge of one song, but in general, so if
Yeah.
you know what kind of music he does, hit him up.
I love him.
And you owe me a collab. We've been talking about this for ages. We really need to do something, you and me.
With pleasure.
Absolutely.
With pleasure.
Maybe something in French. Who knows?
You had a song in French, right?
Yeah, I have sometimes. I have a few where there are a few French lyrics in there. But
Oh, you
like,
have few songs in French.
yeah, but it's not completely in French. It just has like sometimes I have a few that have like multiple different languages in them. So French included. I don't think I have a full French song, but doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the future. So what's next? What's next in your future?
In my future, I I
Besides
have to
the
look for a job.
oh god.
Well, we want the dogs. We want our dogs. I mean, and for this, it's gonna take a lot of money, especially right now. The airplanes, the plane tickets is just fucking expensive. It's like on a different level. I don't know what's going on, but this is in the next few months that what we want to focus on. So I'm going to take any sort of crap job. However, I'm used to at the same time keep on working. So I'm just going to wake up a little bit earlier and go to bed a little bit later. Carry on working on the farm. We homeschool the kids as well, so we got them sorted. We teach them everything that we know, and plus and more, and even more. They're learning about coding at the moment. We're trying to go full out, in everything, learning French, of course. And once we have our dogs, I really want to work on that third album in French, and really tap into that 9 to 79 years old market in France. There's I feel like I'm kind of narrowing my audience by singing in English. And now that we're in France, I just want to give it a shot. I tried to write a song in French for the first time in I don't know how long. I've never wrote a song in French before, so I did one. It sounds cool. I'm thinking maybe Jeff actually could be great because it's a bit jazzy, so he could be great for maybe producing or mixing it. We'll
Awesome.
see if he's interested, of course. And yeah, the sky's limit. I want an album in French. I think it's a challenge for me as well, and it's something I really want to get that. I was about to say I really want to get that sweet money.
Yeah, but also, French is also a beautiful lyrical language, and every language has its own colors and mindset. I mean, literally things you can't translate. So it would be a new, ground, absolutely. So
Yeah.
it was wonderful having you. We really enjoyed this. For our audience, when he talks about his dogs, when he left, he had to leave his dogs with his mother-in-law in South Africa.
Yes.
And Divine and I have actually 2 projects that are going to be coming up. Basically, we are trying to raise funds actually for Ed to get his dogs back, and for another kid that we know who's stuck in Venezuela, who is like in a really bad situation. So keep a look on our Hive and on our social media. We will be upcoming, bringing this forward to raise some funds for these 2 causes, because families should be together and people shouldn't be struggling. So that
And let me
is.
just say, you don't have to wait until then. If you want to go donate something to Ed, head on over to Hive, or ask him for his addresses for whatever Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever you can spare. That would be totally beautiful.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm not. The thing is, like, I realized with moving to France, that we can't expect people to give something, and we need to take matter in our own hands. So if it means suffering for a few months and really working hard on something, I was about to say cutting on the weed. I mean, we'll see about that, but like making a real true effort, and we almost there. We got the place now. It's just about getting them, like it would be stupid that we waited. I mean, I haven't seen my dogs for a year and a half now.
It's
It's a
horrible.
very long
Yeah.
time, and you know how it is, because you did the opposite of what I did, Divine. You
I
decided to stick
refuse to
with them.
leave. Yeah, it's like,
Exactly.
I'm not leaving this country. My dogs aren't coming. I'm not going.
Yeah,
I
and you did the
actually,
right thing.
yeah, I actually did the same thing when I left for the US. I had my dogs was 6 months with a friend of mine until I could have the funds to actually fly them over. So I did the same thing, and they managed really well with the flight, and so it was the right thing to do. So I'm happy that you're going to be doing that. So it was really great having you, love. Please come back soon, and I hope to collaborate, and we loved having you.
I love you guys. Thank you
Have a
so
good
much.
weekend.
It's
Say
just
hello to the
such a
family.
pleasure. I'm staying here. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. Say hello to the family, please. Yep.
I will.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Good, guys.
Originally, we actually planned to have Nicky Havey as the second person in line, but we had some technical difficulties because with our third guest today, who is now sitting at a gas station, so he's able to be with us in the cold. So, as a decision, we decided, and Nicky was okay with it, to bring him in as the second guest, so he doesn't have to wait and sit there in the cold for the rest of his life. So, we are going to be bringing in Morktra right now as the second guest.
Hello, Morktra. Welcome.
Hey.
Greetings.
Oh,
Hello.
there he is. Awesome.
Hi,
Thank you so much for putting up with this effort and going out of your way to be on the show.
Well, I've done that PalNet thing where they had I forgot what it was called, Steaming Musicians, when they had everybody on Saturday. I had to come up here to the gas station to play my guitar when I was on there. So I thought it would be easier since I was just, talking. But yeah.
Well,
it takes a lot of bandwidth, so depending on who's on there.
Yeah.
And since you're like you're off grid, and that's so very awesome as well. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Big,
Yes.
it's really cool. I know we came across each other on Hive before, so I think I contacted you once to come on the show. So yeah, thank you for being here.
yes, and he also was on your tribute.
Oh, my song, right?
Yes,
thank
he was
you
on
so
your
much for
tribute.
that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
let's hit it off with with your first song, which will be "Use the Demon." So,
Yes.
are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Then let's go and use the demon.
All right. Okay. If you're all alone and stoned, use the demon. If your heart is turned to stone, use the demon. If you're in a world of make-believe, that your eyes just can't perceive, don't get your panties in a twist. Just let that demon scratch your itch. If your world is growing dark, use the demon. If the light is in your heart, use the demon.
So, where is our lad? Divine, my love. Oh, there we go.
Yes, I'm getting it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know.
Mother.
No, I didn't hear
I like
you.
that song a lot.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So
Great song.
tell us a little bit about the song.
Um, it just popped into my head. I think I want to say at the end of 2019, I had my kids and they're singing with me, and I just started coming up with this country song about a demon concept, and I had my guitar around, and I was just kind of singing the lyrics, and my daughter, she wrote them down for me.
Well, that's sweet of her.
I thought it was, yeah, thought it was,
That's very sweet.
kind of funny song.
Yeah, I was sort of like the images was going through my head was like, old time, like, Southern, sitting on the porch, chewing tobacco, but while you're doing that, like some crazy, like, satanistic ritual somewhere in the backyard going on. So, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like country with a twist.
Yeah, exactly.
So you played all the guitars? What kind of how many instruments
Well,
do you
yeah, I
play?
played all the instruments. I used electric drums for the drums, an electric kit, um, which unfortunately is broken right now. So, um, and I used my acoustic, and I think I used my Gretsch hollow body for the guitar solo, and I used my keyboard for everything else,
Mm.
the bass sound.
So,
Yeah.
the next song that we have from you is called Stoned. Are you guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Totally.
All right. So
Nice track. Chilly. 1
Y-
second. I'll just get
yeah. So that track really, you know what it reminded me of a little bit of Metallica. It had like
Really?
it had like a Metallica vibe
True.
to it. Yeah, totally.
Cool.
So people are probably wondering because you're sitting in the cold parking lot of a gas
Well,
station.
I'm in my truck, so I'm
Yeah, but
not
still.
cold. Got the
Okay,
heater
so,
on.
okay, so at least that, because like I was thinking, oh my god, the poor guy is sitting there as an ice cube in his car. But tell us a little bit about your off-grid experience. What you're doing there, like your whole life and all that good stuff.
Well, I think it was, I don't know really what it was. Maybe some videos on YouTube that I was watching, and we took a trip in 2014 to California for my girlfriend's. She had some kind of a photography workshop in Palm Springs, and this is when we lived on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And I passed through New Mexico when it was night. Every time I've passed through New Mexico, it's been night. And so I watched, it was a mystery to me. So I watched a bunch of, YouTube videos on living off grid in New Mexico. And I found this area out here called Two Peaks. It's, I don't live there because it's full of a lot of people, well, a lot of normal people, but a lot of crazy people live out there too. I don't know if you ever heard of Slab City in California. It's similar to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
heard that.
I live near there. I bought 40 acres. I came out here in 2016. I just wanted to get away from everything, get away from the cities. I lived in Atlanta for 10 years and I lived in Dallas for 2, and I was just over it. And I lost my wife in 2013. We were in a car wreck,
I'm so
and
sorry.
that was in
I'm so
Atlanta.
sorry.
And so I was just, I was pretty much retired. And so I was like, I just wanted to get away from shit. Just seems to be getting worse and worse with laws, the government, and stuff like that. So I saw things going south a few years back. So I decided to move out here, and I live across the Rio Grande Gorge. Hardly anybody has, is tied into the grid over there. Um, so
Yeah, it's actually
I have
one of
40
my
acres, and
it,
yeah.
it, it's actually one of my big dreams to eventually, if I get better, to actually start a compound again. I had started a project at the time, and then I got sick. But I heard that New Mexico and Arizona has a lot of good land. The problem that I always am worried about is water supply. Like, I mean, how are you doing it with water supply?
Oh, well, that's another long story. The guy, out west, there's a lot of land developers, and they're usually pretty sleazy, and they'll lie to you to get you to buy something. And I was definitely looking at something that I could dig a well. Um, I live at 7,500 feet, so the water table is I would have to dig like a 800-900 foot well in the area that I'm at. And so he had this big block of land, and it has a well on it that's not developed. Well, after I bought the land and I closed on it and everything, I found out that the well was collapsed. Him and his lawyer lied to me about it, but there was nothing I could do at that point. So I have to haul water. There's a community well out here, and you pay a one-time fee to join it, like $250, and it's cost 4 cents per gallon. And I got a big water tank in the back of my truck, and I haul it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's like that really sucks. Like, and of course, there's not a lot of rain down there, so there's not much of that you can do like
Yeah,
rain.
and there is water catchment, but I live in the high desert. I
Right.
live about 30 minutes away from Colorado border, so it's wetter than most of the places in New Mexico, but it still doesn't get a lot.
Have you thought of maybe building one of those what are they called? They're doing it in Africa now. They're made out of clay, and they're actually pulling air out of desert water out of desert air. And it should that not maybe be possible, like something an adapted form of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about all that stuff, but I've had a few people out here talk about it.
I'll send
I
you
have
I'll send you
a former friend out here always talked about it and wanted to invent something made out of copper tubing and stuff to pull water out of the air.
I'll send you some links to it because it's really interesting. They just came up with it, and like they're supplying like whole villages with it now. But I don't know the complete mechanics, but I'll send you some. All right.
Do you know? Do you know making stuff? He
Do
has a
what?
show. He's on Hive. Making stuff is his Hive tag. He is like a
Oh, okay.
yeah. He likes to go in these things. He's like very very handy. And I'll send you a link to him. Maybe he's something on his site where he can help you with, because he's an off grider and he's like a homesteader, and he's very very, like I said, yeah, nifty in what he does. So
Cool.
So
That's awesome.
with the stolen well, we'll go to Stolen Soul, which is the next song.
Yeah.
You ready? You ready for it?
Yes.
All right.
yay.
Here we go.
Into a world full of hope, bereft after a million years of sorrow. Can I replace what was stolen from me? We find a better way to be. Ask my stolen soul. Find my peace taken far below. Who could it be to cause this misery? Could it be the thief was me? Ask my stolen soul. Find my peace taken far below. Who could it be to cause this misery? Could it be that the thief was me? Hollowed out by years of self-serving lies, I stand, a shell of spite against passing time. My hope lays dead in the ruins of my heart. I'll find my peace in the only thing that's real. Death. Ask my stolen soul. Find my peace taken far below. Who could it be to cause this misery? Could it be the
Our boy is definitely old school metal, isn't he?
Wow. Wow. Ron was grooving.
Yeah.
Wow. Great song. Hi, Zgovia.
Yeah.
How long have you been making music?
I'm 50 years old. I've been playing guitar since I was 17 and singing before that, in metal bands mostly. This is really the Morktra project is really my first non-metal. Well, it has some metal elements. I just do whatever the hell I want with it with this one,
That's
really.
awesome.
So, but all the rest of my bands have been really extreme metal bands
It's definitely in your
throughout my
blood.
history.
It's definitely in your blood. It's definitely there. So.
Yeah. I wanted to say I was looking at the chat and I can't for some reason I can't put a comment or respond to anything. And somebody asked if I grew my own food. I have grown potatoes, but mostly what I grow out there right now is just weed.
I sent you 2 links, by the way, to Papa Prepper and Making
Yeah.
Stuff, who has a show on if you want to stick around after us. So that grows good over there. Yeah, obviously there's not a lot of moisture, so I
Well,
can't.
certain varieties will grow during the growing season out here, but um, there's a lot of wind out here, so I either have to grow it down in the arroyo, but I grow all mine inside, so I grow weed year round.
Oh, cool.
So have you
Yeah.
been maybe thinking of doing like an Earthship add-on or something like that, where you could actually be growing your own food? Because I mean, if the zombie apocalypse happens, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna start building some greenhouses this year.
right?
I'm not gonna mess with the Earthship designs because I don't understand the whole tire because they are toxic.
They are,
They
but
put off
you can.
toxic fumes,
They are,
so
but
I'm not
you
too
can
keen on that.
actually you can adapt it to basically not using tires, but actually using bags of earth.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
but the good thing about the Earthship designs is that if you put it like in the correct rotation, you can actually heat and cool your home without actually having to use wood or any kind of outside thing, and you
Oh
can.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
there's definitely
They
ways
get
to.
really hot during the summer. I think because me and my family have been volunteering for this veterans off grid place that's out here.
Right.
They have some Earthships in the front part. I want to say that's where they grow all their food in.
Right.
During the summertime, it gets up to about 170 something degrees in there.
Oh, so they cook it right
Yeah.
away too.
Yeah. Okay. So then maybe because like I know that the Phoenix Earthship, the one that they have, that actually maintains about like 70, what was it, 72 degrees in it. So they might have not built it in the correct rotation, because it has to be like
Yeah.
in a real rotation, because otherwise you'll have cooked food. That's not what's supposed to happen.
But yeah, well, this particular Earthship, for some reason, it was built in the not even pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, that's
It's built
yeah.
pointing east for some reason.
Yeah, that's the wrong. That's why that's happening, because it has to be in the correct, rotation, or everything goes wrong. That's the whole
Yeah.
design. So now they're cooking themselves. That's a shame. Oh well. Life happens. One lives and learns, right? So
Yeah.
we have room for one more song. So
Okay.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna be playing "Make for the Shadows," and you ready for that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there we go. Make for the Shadows.
For the downtrodden, I walk alone, but right beside you in this tribe of solitude, and not truly alone. For I'm riding my sorrow for those who suffer. For I suffer with you. Let's make for the shadow. Darkness blanket me with your sorrowful warmth. And the beauty of knowing one day this will pass. That down in my soul, I love all you who suffer. For it's you who carry the light of truth for us all. We are the one, this universe of tears. Don't wipe the tears from the window, let it rain and drown away the lies. Darkness blanket me with your sorrowful warmth. In the beauty of knowing one day this will pass.
So that was depressing. Great, but depressing. Where's our boy? There he is. That just put me into deep depressing. I need happy meds now. It was so good having you, and like we are so thankful that you're sitting in that parking lot to that shows dedication, and we'd love to have you back eventually. So
Thank you so much.
It'd be fun.
thank you for being here, and I'll be sending you those water specs and all that stuff. We'll be talking. So
Yeah, please do. Yes.
all right, brilliant.
And thanks for having me. And I got to hear some of Ed's songs too, and they were great.
It's a pleasure.
They were awesome.
It was a
Yes.
pleasure.
Come back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.
All right, so our next guest is Nicky Havey. So who was who a lot of us know, a fellow emailian. Shout out to Ema. Hi.
Recommended duck. Hi, Nicky.
Hey, how you doing?
Whee! Awesome. What a
Wow.
great show.
Yeah, amazing tunes from everyone. Yeah, really full spectrum stuff,
Yeah, we always have a mixed bag, of different kind
Yeah.
of music, but that's how it's supposed to be, right? So
Well, yeah, music has such a wide reach, doesn't it? So,
absolutely.
So what have you been up to?
yeah, been kind of chilling out this month, just sort of spending most of my time offline after a pretty chaotic year. Well, don't really have to say too much about what's going on with COVID and all that, but yeah, tried to keep myself busy outside of that with the 2020 challenge. Thankfully, that came to an end before I did. I had to managed to raise about £500 in the end for the Alzheimer's Society after
Wow, awesome.
quite a few in, and when I reached the end of the challenge. So yeah, for those who weren't up to speed of what I did, I raised I ran and walked a combination of 2,020 kilometers, which is about 1,255 miles in 2020. So it was tough, but got there in the end. Finished it on the 26th of December, and then my legs have just about recovered. So yeah, and then sort of trying to keep up with all the other projects we've been involved with. I mean, I was involved with the platform project, but that came to sort of an abrupt end because the station we were on, called Baseport FM, decided to close its doors as well. So that's one of the projects. Yeah, I think it's kind of the way of a lot of these creative platforms were suffering, and that was one of the many independent stations that went down. And then so there's a contest around on Hive as well, which was the Your Top 3 project, and the team, we kind of mutually decided to sort of close that off as well, with personal situations. But now I've suddenly got a bit more time, a bit more time on my hands to get back into the studio. So sort of been taking a break in January, really, just to try and sort of recover from the burnout and everything that's happened this month. So yeah, that's where I'm at. See a few emailians have joined as well, so yeah, it's good to see everyone again.
Totally.
And yeah, good to see you two have sort of come back again with One Tribe. So
Absolutely.
yeah, much needed, I think. A bit of a positive boost. In tough
the
times,
community binder is like so cool that everybody just comes together despite what genre he's from. We love music, and just to make the connection and have you awesome people meet each other too. That's just like it's beautiful. And
Yeah,
speaking
I
of
think
that,
we'll have loads
I
of
told you-
collabs after what happened earlier. See, everyone
Yeah.
seems to be hooking up. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it's always been like a amazing place to find people to collab with. It's so it's great. So for the first song,
I just wanted to throw something out real quick, and because we were talking about meeting cool people, I told you about this the people Bright Soul Music. I'm just gonna drop some links in. They have a show tonight later on at 9 o'clock my time. So that's what kind of time is it? So it's in in 3.5 hours. Is that correct? Yeah. So tune in. Yeah, that would be amazing.
All right, so the first song that we're going to play today is actually a new one because that Nicky just gave me, I think, yesterday.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
would you like? It's called Waves of. Oh,
Waves of Motion.
thank
Yeah.
you, Waves of Motion. So,
I can remember that myself.
all right. So you ready for it?
Yeah, hit him with it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And boom.
Wow, Nicky. Let me just grab him.
Absolutely.
Big up, man. Super track. Did that just come out now?
That's not out yet. That's an exclusive. Yeah, that's coming up on
Wow.
Future Sounds Anthology Volume 2.0
Awesome.
on EMA. Yeah, next month. So, yeah, loads of exclusive tracks coming out on that. So, yeah, from a few members of the audience here as well, going to be on that. So, yeah, exciting month coming up. Yeah,
For real.
Shout out to Ema.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, so thank you for giving us that exclusively. Was
No worries.
that's why I played it because I was like, we have to make sure that we play that one. So, what are you going to be up to musically? From right now, do you have any plans of collaborations or?
Well, so far I've got going through a bit of a trance release, even though that was a that was a drum and bass track. The next two tracks that are coming are on the show are a couple of releases that have also been out this month, and they're sort of going back to my trance roots. When I first got into music or made my own sort of discovery, it was mainly trance music from the 1999 to like 2003, 2004. So sort of like the Ministry of Sound compilations and mixes by Judge Jules and Tool Pool. Kind of where I first got into it, and those kind of mixes and DJ mixes kept me company when I should have been doing homework. That's probably why I didn't get as many good results as I should have done. But yeah, just kind of a trip back to those vibes really. And I've got 3 more releases coming up until sort of April time, and then I'm hoping to get back into the studio a bit more often in the sort of from April onwards really. So I've already scheduled these releases, so just having a bit of a sort of chill out time just to get the creative juices going again, and then later in the year probably get back into the studio and tap up a few EMA members, and maybe we even work with some of the guys on tonight, so or this afternoon.
Brilliant.
And yeah.
Now, audience, just he's being modest when he says that he had academic problems. The lad has a doctorate. He's a doctor. Yeah, he's so whatever.
That's more from hard work rather than being clever though. I wasn't the smartest, but yeah, I just knuckled down and had to learn things. But yeah.
All right, so Dr. Nicky. Dr. Nicky. The next track is called End of Era.
Yes.
So, are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
All right.
Are you ready for it?
Absolutely.
Let's hit it.
And boom.
Wow, awesome. Wait, I'll grab him. Wow, Nicky, good stuff.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, something a little bit different. So yeah, you probably noticed. I think we um, had a little chat with some of the emo guys as well about how some of the old trance tracks and that had like long intros and long outros, and that's kind of one of the things that um, got me back into the trance stuff. All the DJ mixes now, making them DJ friendly. Having the long intros and outros. So that's kind of the old school vibe.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think most of all my tracks now I've kind of got that in mind because yeah, especially with us doing the platform project shows and the emo DJ mixes, I like blending the tunes in together. So having longer intros and outros really helps with that. So yeah, it's kind of part of the challenge I think as well. Is something I enjoy, which is yeah, when you mix two tracks together and in that transition period, you kind of make your own. Make a new track almost out of that. So
Good stuff. By the way, somebody asked where I got that GIF from. It's from Jiffy.com.
So, my
I
darling,
like your drops. They're awesome.
the next song is 12 minutes long. So we're going to say our goodbyes now.
yes.
So we're going to end with it. So everyone, who's tuning in, thank you so much for being here. Nicky, it was great and a pleasure having you as always. Please come back. Our next
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Our next show will be a Left House special, meaning that Brian McGuire, aka
His brother,
Emmett McGuire, aka Left House, both of them Left House, and Brian also Hilla Digger Heckles, oh my god, are coming to present all kinds of stuff that they are doing, from movies to music to their new their new crypto coin called Left, which will be basically an Ethereum based coin backed on his website, which he will be doing multiple projects on. So tune in then. It was great to have everyone here.
thank you.
And we love you. And we're going to go out with a bang, or basically with
a 12-minute trance bang.
a 12-minute trance bang. So
Proper.
absolutely. So you guys ready for it?
Hit it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Take care, everybody.
Bye bye.
Cheers, guys.